When Sara said, "We'll see," after rejecting Ben at the altar when he said that, "I hope that we can continue our relationship," I fully thought that she was saying, "Goodbye, you're dumped," in a polite way. But she was actually serious. She said, "We'll see," because why after the wedding, they were still seeing each other and they were still trying to make things work. Well, at least Sara was. And sigh, big sigh. Because after all of that, you've assessed now that your views do not align, that he's full of shit, that he's not for equality like he says he is. He says he's got no opinion on BLM, even though you guys literally live in Minneapolis where George Floyd was murdered. You've acknowledged that his lack of engagement in politics and in social issues is a joke. And now you're given a time for 2 months to see if you can make it work. See what works, Sara. See what work. I'm so confused. Like, is the dick that good? Is the dick that good, Sara? Because what else is there to see? I'm so confused. Then again, I'm not confused because why did Sara even get engaged to Ben in the first place? And I'm honestly confused about like what other things they actually have in common. Like, what are the other things that they have in common? I'm so confused. It's just giving you want 2 weeks to 2 more months to hunch. I'm just not here for the girl standing on business, and I'm just not here for the flakiness. I'm getting fucking whiplash. Like, do you want him to? You not? Like, are you standing on business? Are you not? Like, it's embarrassing, girl. So yeah, like I said, Sara gave Ben another chance. Why? I don't know. But the reason she's given is that they need 2 to 2 months to figure stuff out. And basically, they had planned that Ben was going to join her in Nashville for her nursing assignment. And he was going to join her initially for 2 weeks, but could be up to 2 months if things go well. But it was given like a trial period, right? And to me, that's fucking wild that she is inviting him to Nashville and he's staying in her apartment. So there's just something about women moving men into their apartments, into their homes that just doesn't sit right with me. But anyway, that's what they decide to do. I'm thinking Ben is selling Sara dreams, right? Because Ben is unserious. Sara doesn't know this at this point, but Ben is plotting. So yeah, they've made all these plans for each other. It seems very romantic, you know. They're trying to make things work. He's coming all the way to Nashville to be with her. You know, the day comes and she's making the trip from Minneapolis to Nashville. It's a 12-hour drive. She gets to Nashville. Ben turns off his location. He removes his location from her Find My Friends. Sara's stomach sinks because she knows some bullshit is going on. And indeed, some bullshit was awry because Ben was not coming to Nashville and he never was. Ben decides to dump her. And to add insult to injury, he does it via text. People have this thing like you should call people to break up. But honestly, if someone's going to break up with me, do it on text. I don't want to call you. I don't want to speak to you. Do it on text. I personally am an advocate for text breakups. But yeah. And I highly suspect that Ben did it to get revenge for being rejected on national TV. I think his ego was bruised. And this was a way of getting his own back on Sara. Now, in the reunion, Ben tries to say that he was under the impression that they had broken up before she went to Nashville. So, like, this recollection of things is news to him. But he can't even keep the smile off of his face because he knows he's lying and he knows that he's guilty. Like, it's very obvious that he found it very funny. Like, it's actually very evil-spirited. But yeah, after that, it seems like Sara was finally done for good because she's realizing that the girl on TikTok was right, and she's realizing that all the girls in the comments are basically name dropping Ben and saying that he's a fuckboy and saying that he's the community dick was right. And now I'm thinking, like, would Ben have actually said yes at the altar? I think there's a chance he would have said yes, simply literally just for clout of getting married or Love is Blind. But I think there was probably a chance for him to say no as well and basically say the same thing as Sara, that, you know, they need more time, you know, to work out their differences and stuff. Because this move right here is very unserious. Very unserious. But yeah, this was a lesson learned here, Sara, because Ben has been full of shit and unserious since the beginning. And yet you still entertained it. And when you do clownery comes back to bite, darling. But I gotta hear from you guys. What do we think about Sara giving it a go with Ben after the wedding? And what do we think about Ben? And how he basically pulled a fast one on Sara and duped her, basically. I gotta hear from you guys.